What is going on, Nitro Gang? Welcome to another awesome Friday Nitro Gang Live. I am happy to see you all here. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes here to pile up in the chat room because, well, I don't want to talk to myself. I want to talk to some of you, and I appreciate your participation. But while you guys are showing up, let me say hello to exactly the early birds. Early birds catch the Nitro engine, right? We don't eat worms on this channel unless they're gummy worms. Who here likes gummy worms? I like gummy worms. We got Texas Hill, Big Boys Toys, RB the Mechanic, BMR 31, Pinker, RC Adventures, my good buddy, Lotus RC, the best tuner of Bajas there is. Benjamin Martinez, Joe Fox, only RC Nitros. Michael Sucha was hoping for a stream the other day, but bro, I'm sorry. Today's that day. We also got ourselves a brand new channel member I just saw. Thomas Flint, if you're watching, Thomas Flint, man, welcome to the Nitro Gang. I appreciate you, man, okay? We got ourselves the Nitro Pimp. He lives by that username. We got, well, I already said your name there, but we will continue. Jimmy George, Dylan Siebert. Sorry if I didn't mention you, but I will see you eventually. Sergio M. Yo, Melissa, is the stream quality okay?
Yes.
Stream quality okay? We don't gotta beat nobody up? Okay, that's awesome. Now, guys, it has been a while. Let me bring you a little catch up since we've all seen the Sportwerks chassis over here. And last night, who here wants to remind me of the short that went up yesterday? Kyle G, how you doing? OG Nitro RC, man, how you doing here as well? Who wants to remind me what short went down last night? It had a little bit of something to do with a team associated shock build, didn't it? Was that yesterday? I think that was yesterday. You guys want to know what I did after the shock build? I went and cleaned the Sportwerks. Okay, building a kit motivated me to make a Nitro great again. That's right, Nitro Pimp knows what went down yesterday. In fact, I have the shocks not too far away from me. Some proper factory team shocks, baby. Okay, so I have everything in bags. We are going to have to assemble. Well, by we, I mean me, obviously. The Nitro Addiction, how you doing, man? Happy to see you here. Guys, I'm looking forward to getting the Savage from the Nitro Addiction. He did probably one of the most creative paint jobs I've seen in a long time. And, we're going to run that one real good. Nitro Addiction, when he gets a Savage, or pretty much any RC, he takes them down to the nuts and bolts. It's as if he worked in an assembly factory for cars, okay? I'm going to tell you something, guys. If you ever had a build quality issue with your real vehicle, that's because Nitro Addiction wasn't employed by the brand, okay? That's why. If Nitro Addiction built Jaguars, they would have no electrical problems. We got White Boy, man. Welcome back. Happy to see you here, bro. Thank you for renewing your channel membership. I appreciate it. Let me see what White Boy over here said. He goes, hey, Hybrid, do you know anywhere I can get an owner's manual for Kyosho USA 1? I know exactly where. Hold on a second. You want a manual for the USA 1? You talking about the Nitro Crusher? Or are you talking about the regular modern USA 1, like the modern 3-speed? Or are you talking about the 90s version Nitro Crusher? You got to tell me which one, because I literally have it pulled up somewhere on one of my computers. I'm rotating like 4 different MacBooks, man. Jim, how you doing? So let me know. I did have the original manual somewhere as well, if you need that. Actually, read a lot about it before. Monty Kriska, how you doing? Okay, White Boy goes the new manual, bro. I'm going to hook you up right now. I'm going to use these hands. I'm going to hook you up. Hold on a second. By the way, guys, while we're waiting for people to show up here in the stream, I did post a sickening link to the new Losi DBXLE, which is on a big fat 33% sale at A-Main right now. You understand 33%? That's the math that wrestlers named Scott Steiner do. Exactly. Okay, let me give you the link for that right now. I'm just looking it up. Of course, you got the Nitro. You wouldn't get the Electric because you're on this channel, of course. I get it. It's a good idea. Hold on a second. I have to look up the manual in a different way. They didn't post it here. Yo, Melissa, I'm going down a rabbit hole. Sickening. I'm in a rabbit hole of manuals. Okay, I'm gonna give you a link right now. 1 second. I'm looking it up. Okay, USA 1 manual. Let's hope this is not the wrong rabbit hole. Anybody here watch? Guys, whenever I go down a rabbit hole, it's always the correct rabbit hole. You see that right there? Premium. I use the MLA citation format too. Okay, MLA, baby. Okay, Lotus might have posted it first, but it's okay. You can verify that source. I never get lost down a rabbit hole. Just so you guys know, never get lost down a rabbit hole. So, bro, that should be the manual. If you have any questions on particular issues with the USA 1, I am probably like an 88% expert on it by now, right? Okay, let us continue. For those of you that didn't see this buggy on the channel previously, let me bring you up to speed on this. This is a 2004 Sportwerks. Now, who here wants to tell me a little interesting fact about Sportwerks? Horizon Hobby, maybe Team Losi. All of them were in bed together, man. White boy, no problem, dude. I appreciate you, man. But seriously, if you have any questions, like, you know, don't mind asking. There's like plenty of people here, including me, that know the USA 1. I basically sleep with one almost not too far away from the bed. Melissa, is that true?
What?
She wasn't listening.
Sorry.
She wasn't listening. If I would ask you a question, you say, yeah, that's true, bro. Okay, anyway, let me see what you guys are saying. Okay, so since last video, you guys remember the condition of this buggy was real terrible. I have cleaned the engine. It's pretty normal condition. Mark DiVincenzo, how you doing, man? He goes, you should get the snowmobile ready. You are not wrong about that, man. But I'm building the Team Associated Unicorn kit literally as we speak. I was going to do it today, but like I'm going to build that off video a little bit, and then next time we all see it, it's going to be a sickening runner, right? Maybe I'll include some parts, but the goal now, this is Friday Night Nitro, guys. Just so you know, this channel started out mostly Nitro and will remain that way till the end of, well, we don't know what's going to happen. We have decisions being made in levels of government that could eliminate entire agencies. I heard OSHA. OSHA might go by the wayside. Of course, is it constitutional? It's questionable at best. Okay. Anyway, engine is pretty much okay. This is more or less the Mach 26 that like the Team Losi LSTs use, the aftershock. They're basically all similar. What matters is, do we have good compression? Do you think I know? I don't know because I haven't assembled it yet. So we're going to do that. I have everything here ready to go. By the way, this buggy was sent to me a while back by a great channel member, No Music RC. So when he watches it, he doesn't like music in his videos. Okay, so he went the extra yard and made his username No Music RC. It's pretty much logical, I think, in my opinion. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. He go, Nitro Pimp wants to know, can you run the Hoonigan in the snow? So the one I have is the 10 scale factory team kit. I mean, it's pretty much, you know, it's a touring car type of car, right? So snow conditions is not what it's made for, really. But they do have a larger 7th scale unicorn, which I don't have, but maybe one day I will get the larger 7th scale. The 7th scale unicorn is actually pretty much a sickening armor contender, in my opinion, for a pretty good price too. Let me see. White boy goes, I also got a Losi 10T complete, except the battery box cover. Dude, it's like the battery box covers on RCs these days just disappear into a void. It's like a void, you know, like you ever go on a trip of, you know, looking at a volcano like in Costa Rica? Anybody here ever go to Costa Rica and look at a volcano? I have. And you look in that volcano, it's a void, man. Magma comes up, swallows battery box covers all the time. All right, so I'm going to give it a couple minutes. We will change the view and start assembling the engine on this thing. In terms of firing it up, I don't know if it's going to go down tonight. Right, I have to do electronics checks on this. Like, I'm not trying to make these streams like never ending. The goal is to get a job done, get it done correctly, go get some food at night, edit a video, have a good damn Nitro Gang weekend. It isn't to waste people's times. It's to make things positive, satisfying, and realistically great happen. James, how you doing? James Simroth, long-time channel member. Sickening. Right. Few more minutes and I will change the view. If you guys want me to take a look at the Losi DBXL E2.0, it's on a massive sale right now, $7.99. I have never seen a proper Losi fit scale be on that sickening sale. Now, yes, I did have the opportunity of running it a while back, and let me tell you something about a Losi fit scale, bros. It's way better than an Arma fit scale, okay? Way better, all right? Let me see what you guys are saying. Kyle G, how you doing? He goes, my Schumacher's original battery box is probably in the volcano in Costa Rica. Dude, so is my Offna Jammin' missing battery box cover. It's the volcano in Costa Rica, dude. Sickening. Nitro RC, how you doing? He goes, can you run the MP9 in snow? So, Nitro RC, the MP9 is just like a regular buggy. I mean, modern electronics are mostly all waterproof. What you want to know for sure, you know, you can run pretty much anything in the snow. Some people run their feet in the snow, right? Some people run their mouth in the snow. Some people run their mouth without the snow. But it depends how much of a willingness to dry and clean it you have after, and if it's waterproof or not. We got Earl Moorhead. How you doing, man? Earl, that was a heartfelt previous video you did, man. We are happy to have you here. Health matters. Health matters. Okay, he goes, the DBXLE was $1,100. Crazy sale at $7.99. It's freaking crazy, I know. I'm going to take a little second and show it to you guys because I feel that people aren't truly appreciating the DBXLE. Canon stuff, how you doing? I don't currently own the DBXLE, but I am a smidge away from considering it, right? It is, in fact, a proper fit scale Losi. And we love Losi on this channel. We love them. So let me give you guys a quick look at it. So if you take a look, I'm going to scroll down. It's a massive, sickening deal going on right now. Losi at A-Main, the sales. But I'm just going to click the DBXLE. $7.99 just to take a look at it. You know, you guys could do whatever you want. But check it out. Massive, fat sale. And I had the pleasure of driving these, and I'm going to tell you, they are sickening. 33% off. Does it mean they're discontinuing it? I don't care. As long as you get one, you're happy. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to get one or order something, there's pretty much no Nitros on sale, but other than this, you know. Please use the link. Make my day. Make your day. We'll all have a good day. All right, let us continue. Let me give you a quick look at the buggy over here. So, what I've done so far, just mostly cleaned it over. There's some, this appears to be from, I don't know if this is glue or not. These, like, I didn't really clean this, the radio box too much, but I cleaned it to a rational amount. It's not terrible. You know what I'm saying? So, let's take a quick look at it. I'm going to flip it around. And we'll take a look at the chassis, examine the engine, and then start assembling it. What else is there to do? So thank you guys for showing up. Ben Novak, how you doing? Ben Novak, you related to Novak, the electronics brand? If you are, that's sickening. Yo, Melissa, can you give me that motor right there? That motor right there, that awesome motor. Yeah, you might have to get up for that one. All aspects, how you doing? He goes, yes, Losi is notorious for discontinuing models. That is the truth, man. Damn shame that that's the case, though. But, you know, we could only buy or not buy. And I would say if the deal is good enough, that means buy. Flubber Lane, what's up? So, this is unrelated. But just wanted to, you know, this kind of popped into one of my recent videos. It's an old school, rebuildable Trinity 27-turn motor. The heyday of electronics such as this has long passed us. Sickening. Yep, Trinity. Brand new, rebuildable, with brushes. Sick. All right, Melissa, you can put this back. That's enough of this. Let me see what you guys are saying, and I'm going to start assembling this engine. All right, so the bad thing, I don't have a body for this particular model. We are body free right now. Lotus wants to know, does it say how much voltage you can run through the motor? Millis, give me the motor can again. So I'm going to put out some of the stuff I got to assemble. You're not going to notice. It usually says on the inside of the motor. Good, give me the motor. So guys, add that Losi to your cart if you can possibly. Use the link in this video. That would really help me out. You know, I'm not a sellout, but that is a great deal. So the question is, does it say how much voltage you can run? So generally these you know, in terms of electronics back then, you generally ran 6 to 8 cells. So 1.2 volts per cell, right? So this would be 7.2, 8.4 would be a 7-cell nickel metal. This was before 2 or 3S. That wasn't a thing, guys. 2 or 3S wasn't a thing. So the reality is you would have been limited really by the total ampage from your speed controller before it even made it to the motor. So it really matters how many turns your ESC can handle before really it got down to the motor itself, logically, right? I mean, they could take a ton of cells, but the question is, can your electronic speed control it, right? That's what matters. It's the ESC. All right, here you go, Melissa. I mean, I've ran really proper electronic, old school brushed motors. And as long as you had like maybe anything under a 9-turn, like a 9-turn double or a 7-turn single, those were the fastest. It has to do with the winds, how many winds, you know, you on the armature. That's old school electric tech, everybody. Today, we only care about KV. Yo, Melissa, give me that box over there. The Reedy, give me that Reedy box, please. You all want to see a modern Reedy motor? No. Okay. So this is the motor, the Reedy I will be installing into the Unicorn. It's a pretty proper engine, motor. This is off topic, obviously not Nitro related, but, you know, we could still talk about it. It ain't like, you know, people on this channel or me have a one-track mind. You're allowed to have an opinion on things outside of the topic. So this is a 13.5 turn censored Reedy brushless motor. Has a pretty heavy magnet. I could tell hand feel is really good. You solder the motor connectors here from the ESC. And sensor. So I'm not going to go too much into it. 13.5 turns is actually 3,500 kV. So this is essentially the same overall RPM you would get per volt as like a Traxxas 3500 VXL. That's enough of that one. That's in the works. That's in the works. All right, bros. Let me show you right here. the engine. How you doing there, Pizza Nitro? Happy to see you here, man. Nitro Pimp wants to ask a good question. That's a good question. I'm going to answer you this, and we'll talk about the engine a little bit. He goes, what is the deal with the censored? What is the purpose of the sensor? So essentially what happens is, Mark Messenger, how you doing? The sensor, so long ago when you had 2-pole motors, modern brushless motors are 4-pole. You ever see like on the can they'll say, well, in the advertising they'll say 4-pole. Old school motors were 2-pole. So you would have pulses, and you know, basically based on where the armature was in relation to the magnet, you would have extreme cogging. Just because half the can was 1 pole, half the can was another pole due to magnets. Now, what they did with more modern sensorless motors, they went with 4 poles. So technically, the armature has less to move. You know, 90 degrees out of a 360-degree pie, it has less to move before it hits or connects to the other pole. In which case, you'll have, you know, magnetic current telling it to magnetic pole telling it to go a certain direction. So modern brushless engine motors don't cog as much because they have 4 poles and obviously much better neodymium magnets. But old school, really, really smooth crawler motors, like if you want to go real smooth, slow, you need a sensor. It will detect where the armature is in relation to the magnets. Okay, well, if you guys like that explanation, give me a hell yeah and a thumbs up if you don't mind, okay? If you don't mind. Now, let's roll. Nitro and Chips, how you doing, man? All right. So the motor seems to be in normal condition. I washed it pretty well. I put in some oil. The top is normal. Okay, yeah, it's clean. I washed it real good. Yeah, Nitro Pimp, I just need an adequate explanation. We're not getting into the science of, you know, brushless motors. Obviously, there's a lot of magnetic theory you would have to know, electrical theory, really. I'm not an expert in that. I'm an expert in what you see here, which apparently is half rusty. But the motor is in normal condition. It seems to move up and down. I can't tell if there's a lot of pinch. It was completely seized when I got it. We have a good amount of ports. RB the Mechanic, thank you, man, for that super chat to the channel. We're going to add that to a book on brushless motor technology, okay? Or should I add that to a book on expansion chambers and two-stroke motors? Well, two-stroke motors books, maybe. I don't know what people on this channel want. Okay, oh, or Oscar Quenda, what's up, bro? Happy to see you here, man. Oh, Oscar Quenda goes, he bought an ultrasonic cleaner. Well, you're going to be making nitro engines great again at the speed of sound, which is, you know, you're gonna be generating a sonic boom, baby. Sonic boom. You guys know the only plane that ever went into commercial flight that flew beyond the speed of sound? Go ahead, some trivia here, some trivia. I watch a lot of documentaries, everybody. What plane flew faster than the speed of light? Not light, sound. Speed of sound. Can't go faster than the speed of light. That's impossible. Concorde Lotus RC is correct. The Concorde. By the way, I don't know if you guys knew. Texas Hill is correct. Nitro Pimp is correct. The Concorde only had, I think, 1 route in Europe before it was discontinued. So obviously, when you travel at such a speed, you create a lot of noise. And generally, only large airports could service a plane of that nature. So, needless to say, the residents were unhappy with the noise. You know, the term sonic boom, that's where it comes from. Okay, let's roll. I'm going to start installing things. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I mean, the engine is fine. I put some oil in it already. I don't have to do any more. I'm going to start assembling the backplate. JP's RC, man, how you doing? Happy to see you here. Happy Friday Nitro to you. I was just explaining sonic booms. You know, not that it matters, but like, you know, people should know the context of the world they live in. You know what I mean? Okay. The carb seems to be normal. I looked at the O-rings. They are not terrible. You know, the only way to really find out if it's not completely terrible is to run it. Okay, it was obviously completely seized. I cleaned it as much as possible to within, you know, a reasonable nature, I would say. Yeah, to a reasonable nature. So I'm gonna start assembling that in a little bit. Cooling head is in normal condition. Only small amount of scratching. Backplate appears normal. I'm gonna start laying the parts out, and we'll just assemble them on the engine as they come. Just Joe, how you doing? He goes, what about the Savage Boom? So normally the Savage Boom happens when you land incorrectly from a jump and you kill the third speed. That's the Savage Boom. Let's hope we don't get any of those. You know what I need to first do? RPM Nitro, how you doing, man? Happy to see you here. I'm just, for everyone just showing up, assembling back the Sportwerks Mayhem Buggy. It's from 2004. Always a good idea to check the plug while you have it out. Plug appears to be in good nature. Oh. Did I just say the plug is in good nature? Jimmy George with a great fact. The first sonic boom was in 1947. So I'm going to say it was from the X-1 military experimental aircraft. Is that correct? I watch a lot of late night documentaries on planes, guys. Okay, so this bag has nothing in it. Yo, Melissa.
Yeah.
You think the people in the Nitro gang here in the chat having a good time?
Yes. Are you guys having a good time?
Just curious.
Just wondering.
All right. Let me get the screws I need. The Bell X1. That's right, Pizza Nitro. The X1. I did say X1, didn't I? I think I said X1. Experimental airplane. Okay, I washed the shim. Let's put the shim in. Let me ask you this. Where are you going to watch a stream or really any channel where people bring up sonic boom facts? No, nowhere. Not going to happen. And you know what? I pride myself in that. Yo, Melissa, can you say hello to your fans?
Hi, guys. How's everyone doing tonight?
There should be a video with Melissa driving a Slash going out, coming up in the near future. JP's RC goes, the Sportwerks engine could be a problem to tune. I mean, honestly, this is basically just like the M26 engine from, you know, the LST. It's literally the same exact engine. Right? In fact, the LSTs had the same cooling heads. So, yeah, no, it's
Yes.
it depends. It depends. Maybe that was just a bad Sportwerks. I mean, it's debatable. Yeah, it's debatable. RPM Nitro, man, welcome to the Nitro Gang membership. I appreciate you, man.
I like the Nitro Slash.
Yeah, Melissa's favorite RC is the Nitro Slash, everybody.
And
She told me if I ever sell the Slash, she will hurt me.
Yes.
She said I'm gonna hurt you. But like in a positive way, you know what I mean? Like in a way where, like, let's say you want to open up the fridge and you want eggs and you want like a 3-egg omelet. You know, she's gonna say, well, we didn't get omelets. We can't have omelets because the prices went up sky high. You know, so like in a positive way, she'll hurt me. Okay. Let me get ready. I gotta put the backplate in and everything, guys. My bad. I'm trash talking egg prices over here. That's right, Earl Moorhead. Only channel you learn science, RC, and Earl Moorhead. You forgot ethics. You know, when I got my degree in, well, my second degree rather, John Gangan, I have that one. It's a Sportwerks reaction. Okay, I gotta assemble this. I'm talking too much. Yeah, Melissa, where's the one-way bearing? Where did I put the one-way bearing?
I don't know.
Yo, who saw where? Oh, it's right. It's right here. What a. Okay, so this is the one-way bearing. That's a starting shaft. So we're gonna do. This is how it works. So I'm gonna put some oil on it first. It's a good idea. Anyway, what was I talking about? Business. Yeah. What was? We got a question: what came first, the chicken or the egg? So that kind of question really, it's a matter of belief in evolution. Thanks for that channel donation from Big Boys Toys, man. The Nitro Gang VP of high RPM, actually. Let me just check the one-way bearing. Okay, it seems okay. I will admit it's 50% notchy. But not much I could do. I did clean it. When it warms up, it might get better. Okay, so this seems okay. Dude, you know what I forgot? Which direction this sits. Oh, no, it's okay. This opening always goes to the top. So I cleaned all this. How you doing there, Booster RC? Happy to see you here, man. I'm just over here assembling the Sportwerks engine. You know, talking about sonic booms and stuff. Just Joe goes, hybrid. Why don't I remember you ever owning a Nitro Slash? So I had a couple videos on a Nitro Slash. The one that was in my videos actually wasn't mine at the time. It was, you guys might remember, it was Fit Scale or Bust RC. You guys remember he had a bunch of like sickening gas RC videos. Fit Scale or Bust, I gotta hit him up actually. He's a great dude. If I wasn't on the phone right now, I would give him a call. Fit Scale or Bust RC. He was a very, very, very nice guy. So he wound up, like, I guess, finding a Nitro Slash he sent me for repairs. I sent it back. But then a deal came up, and I didn't tell anybody. And there's a Nitro Slash in my trunk right now. Everybody, don't tell Traxxas. Okay? All right. Now we're going to assemble it. Sorry, I'm taking a little extra time on doing this, but I do like to chit-chat about topics once in a while. RB the Mechanic Man, see you next time. Appreciate you. Not a bad idea to put a little oil on it. It'll seat nicely and shouldn't have a problem. Okay. I'm going to insert this to the back plate. Obviously, you know, I'm not going to get into the details. We need this hole to slide into the starting pin on the bottom of the crank. Then put the screws in and you're good. This is a little tricky sometimes. Okay, it'll eventually seat itself. Okay. Oh, there we go. Got it. It's seated. Seated real good. Anyway, who here remembers Fitzscale or Bust RC? I feel like the guy not getting any love. That's not right. He was a positive character. Let me tell you, when he sent his Bajas, you knew they were sent. He sent them hardcore. All the way, some would say. He sent them so hard, he almost sent it back. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these small Phillips screws, but that's what it is, right? That's what it was. That's what it is. Oh, that was bad. The exhaust gasket doesn't look to be the best. But we'll see if it leaks. I could always take it off and redo it if needed. All right. Okay, it's moving. Let me just spin this. All right. I mean, it moves now, but who knows? Under compression and tension, the one-way bearing might slip, but hopefully it'll be okay. You could always remove it, take a look at it. It seems normal. I mean, I did wash it to some level. All right, I see we got people debating the Nitro Slash versus the Slayer. I mean, let's begin with, like, they're two different platforms, right? Obviously, they're also like $100 apart in terms of price. So, yeah, the Slash, I mean, the Slash is basically a long rustler. The Slayer is, we all know, it's built on a Revo platform. Yeah, they're completely two different rigs. Nitro Pimp here is correct. They're literally, they couldn't be any more different other than the fact that they both have short course bodies. They're completely 100% different. Okay, so far we're doing okay. Next up, I'm gonna give you all an option, and I hope you pick the right option. The option is carb or head. I hope you pick the right option. Oh, there really is no right option. It's more like a convenient option or not. Kyle G wants to know, is the Slash shorter than the Revo or just narrow? Mix RC, what's going on? So the Slayer, is the question the Slayer? I forgot what the Slayer was. Yeah, JP goes change those screws. Yeah, these are not ideal, but they do fit, and you know we'll see. I mean, I'll pretty much know right away if they leak or not. I mean, the O-ring was okay on that. We'll find out. I mean, you know, I don't need it to be 100% awesome, just like 95% awesome. What was the question with the Slash? So the Slayer is actually about 23.5 inches long. It's a very long chassis, but obviously it's much narrower. The Slayer Pro is a pretty long chassis, and keep this in mind. It weighs about 5.5 pounds. I did a video where I weighed him one time. All right, guys. Next up, I'm gonna do the carb. Let me remember which way the carb sits here. Okay, so it has to be this direction. Okay, let me zoom in on this a little bit. What I like to do when I install the carb, you oil this up a little bit. Make sure your O-rings are not terrible. These are pretty good. Okay, it'll slide in nicely. Deal? Michael. Yeah, okay, yeah, I read that already. Yep. Michael Sucha goes, yeah, that 3.3 that was missing the shim. It died today. Yeah, bro, sorry to hear that. If I had some 3D printed flowers, I would put a flower up for you, but sorry, man. All right, let's slide it in. Be pretty careful. You don't want to force this. It should just go in normally. Yeah, there you go. You don't want to force it. It isn't like, you know, an ex-girlfriend. It's more like a current one. Okay. So it's seated pretty good. What I'm going to do, I'm going to push it down and adjust the pinch bolt. Yo, Melissa, you want to talk to your fans? Melissa got more fans than me. Sickening.
I already said hi.
Okay. All right. So it's pretty good. Carb slides open okay. Idle gap is, I would say, normal for a good starting point. Now, when I got this engine, I will tell you, bros, the low-speed needle was buried inside. So it was a real lean runner at best. So we're going to have to see how it is. You don't want to have the low-speed needle buried. Let me get to the next step. All right, next step. Well, obviously, it's going to be the cooling head. All right, let's get to that. Thomas Flint, man, thank you, bro. By the way, I don't know if you were here there before. I said special thanks for you to becoming a new channel member. He goes, HPI RS4 Nitro, need a 2-speed baby, need help. Okay, Thomas Flynn, tell us what the situation is. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. You just tell us. So is your HPI currently a single speed and you want to make it a 2-speed baby? Is that correct? Because that's usually what people want to do. I mean, I know that's what I want to do, so you're not going to be really any different. Nitro gang thinks alike. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of oil. Okay, Thomas Flynn goes, yes. You see that, bro? I can analyze a comment from a distance of 5 yards. All right, so, I mean, I will tell you, man, finding a 2-speed on a car that didn't already come with a 2-speed is going to be a costly adventure. You guys could chime in, you know, see if you agree. I would say have fun with a single speed. Maybe gear it up a little bit if you want. You're going to be better off finding another used RS4 with a 2-speed, right? Because obviously you can't buy like a used 2-speed at this point unless it's like from a parts car generally. You know, my advice might not seem popular, but it's honestly a very good, it's good advice. Also, the other thing is on the RS4s, you know, depending which engine you have, which engine is in your RS4, Thomas Flint? Is it the 15FE? I mean, those don't have adjustable gear mesh because they're basically bolted down to the bottom of the chassis. So you're going to run into another problem, right? You can't just adjust gearing that way and just call it a day. That won't work. I should have an RS4 somewhere. JP's RC, here goes. The HSP one fits it. So that is true. I have come across RS4s that used HSP or exceed gears. That is not true, so that's true. If you want to get into that, to be honest with you. Me personally, I don't know if I would. All right, so let me adjust this, put the cooling head on. I'm curious to see if there's actually any compression in this, which I have no way of knowing yet. Yet, that is. Like I said, I would find a 2-speed model to begin with, because looking for that is going to be a situation. By the way, guys, yesterday, Melissa and I were watching a movie. Should we tell them what movie it was? It was with a classic actor that complained about a certain candidate winning and then him trying to leave this country. You guys know who I'm talking about? The certain male actor. Guy said he's gonna leave if this certain candidate won. Who was that? Okay, let me put this on. The biggest traitor ever, in my opinion. George Lopez, not aware of him. But no, it's not him, it's another guy who made a career out of playing mobsters in the TV. Texas Hill is correct. De Niro. It was De Niro. The biggest crybaby of them all. So we were watching the movie Casino. Sometimes, just want to watch crap like that, you know? I gotta say, had pretty high production value for him. It was a great movie. Very high production value. Oh, didn't get it in the screw in the hole in that one. Thomas Flint wants to know, where is it sold at? Are you referring to the HSP 2-speed assembly? I mean, the thing is, the 2-speed assembly is comprised of a lot of parts. They're not really sold as a single unit. Like, you know, for HPI, they sold it as a 2-speed upgrade. It was a complete unit, so it came with basically everything you needed. But, I mean, you're going to have to really do some part hunting. I would highly recommend just looking for another RS4. Actually, the HSP 2-speeds are very good. They're very reliable. I had a video on one a few times. Yep, Pizza Nitro is correct. He the ultimate flip-flopper. Guy made movies about robbing, the casino industry. And then he said he's against capitalism. I don't know. That's the ultimate flip-flopper. I bet the tax evader Wesley Snipes was right up there with him too. You guys remember that? Wesley Snipes? Guy didn't pay his taxes for like a decade. Sickening. Okay. All right, this should be okay. Let me test it for compression. What do you guys think is going to happen? Assembled. Oh, damn, that is hard to turn. Yo, Melissa, if I asked you to turn this, you might break your nail. So I'm not going to ask you to turn this because your nails are expensive. You want to show the Nitro Gang your nails? Come on, show us your nails. They need fillers? She said, yeah, they need a filler. She embarrassed.
Well,
okay. Eric, thank you, bro. Ugh, that is sickening. You're getting them done tomorrow?
No, I'm getting rid of them.
You're getting rid of them?
Yep.
Well, what are you going to do? A Chiquita got to have nails. Melissa, come on, flash your nails. Right over here. Put them right here.
I have a real.
Don't make me flash my gross man nails. Guys, she's making me do it. Bring them closer. They can't see that. They have to be on top over here or else they can't see it, boo. A little lower. Sickening nail job. All right, that's called French. Je m'appelle French nails. Okay. Yeah, we got mega compression. I'm going to admit it. The compression is insane. I actually didn't think it would be that good. It's good. The question is now, should I check the clutch? There's a small amount of wobble. It's not the best. It's actually a mega amount of wobble. It's a 0.26. This was a proper engine for this time period, bros. Yep. Lotus is correct. All right, so let me install this backplate mechanism. There was something else I think that was supposed to be here. No, nothing else, right? There was a plastic part that I had somewhere here. It's right here. I knew it. The starter shaft. Bros, you almost let me assemble this incorrectly. Come on. I thought we were on the same team. You guys almost let me do it incorrectly. Okay. So this is a shaft start system. Rotor start, however you want to call it. All right. Let me get down to it. Yeah, not the correct screws, but, I'll have to use what I can use. Okay, I'm pretty sure this part should be the top. Doesn't really matter. It's symmetrical. It's symmetrical. I'm going to take a quick look at the clutch bell in a little, okay? I promise. Yo, Melissa, we got any donuts?
No. Oh, yeah. We do. Give me a minute.
Nah, I don't want any donut. I'm going to get like a pizza after or something. Dude, these are not the right screws for this. I think I was missing 2 screws, to be honest with you. These are the wrong screws. Hold up. These are not for here. I don't know where these screws are for. Oh, you know what these are for? These are for the fuel tank. I'm quite sure. These are the wrong screws. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm missing 2 screws, that's why. Unfortunately, it appears that the Sportwerks screws, these are literally the factory screws. They're the most pathetic looking screws ever, right? Extra pathetic, I know. Beyond pathetic. Well, this side is broken a little bit. I'll see if I can find some other screws in my screw kit. Might be able to. Might not be that bad. I mean, the outside just basically holds it on. It's not like that much of a functional part. The one-way bearing is internal in this engine, so. Question is, what about the other 2 screws that I need? What's that?
I found this on the floor.
What is it?
Towel.
Oh, you found a towel on the floor?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a headache anymore, so give it a bit. All right, let me take a look at my screw kit. Yeah, these are like really small, thin screws. I don't think I might even have one, to be honest with you. Oh, I think I might have found one. Even if I can get one, I'll be okay. Let's see if this one fits. Australian RC man, how you doing? Sorry I didn't say hello to you there earlier. Didn't see you. Just dealing with screw problems. Just like Robert De Niro screwed the American public. That screw fits. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Let's hope I have another one. What do you guys think? Think I'm going to have another one? Of course I have another one. Come on. You think I come to these things unprepared? Who do I look like to you? Robert De Niro? The traitor of the American public? Guy makes movies about being the ultimate criminal capitalist and then says he's going to leave this country. I'm angry at him.
Okay, relax.
Melissa told me to relax. Okay. All right, so far it's okay. It spins. All right. Oh yeah, we got some good compression on this actually. I'm kind of half surprised. East Coast trapping, what's going on? I'm gonna answer your question, man. But of course, you guys answer too. I'm not the main answerer here. He goes, have you ever had problems with Traxxas carbs? The answer is yes. But I would say it's statistically only a little bit more than like other engine carbs. You know, the good thing is I'm going to disassemble the clutch to see what the situation is in terms of shimming. I've even used fake Traxxas replica carbs. They work just fine. So, yeah, the important thing is the compression is really good. Gotta hold this real hardcore now. Oh, that was a lot of noises. Oh, bearing. No, that might be a shim. Let me see. Oh, yeah, there's a ton of fake carbs, bro. I have a video on it. You want me to give you... You guys want the video in the chat? I could put it in the chat so you can know what I'm talking about. I'll put in the chat video if you want. All right. I mean, I could do it. Okay, here we go. I got it. Yeah, let me just show you before I put it in. If you don't believe me or whatever the case is, which I don't know why you would. I have no real benefit in lying, like at all. Yeah, check it out. This is in fact my video on the Traxxas carb. Testing a fake $20 replica carb. Is it good? If you guys want, I could play like a small sample of it. You want a small sample or not? In fact, you could tell I have a lot of fake carbs. You know what matters at the end of the day? Running rich and loud. And the carb ain't gonna stop you from doing that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is legit my T-Max right now. Like I literally have this truck. So let me play this a little bit. There's no audio because I muted it. This is literally this truck running right now. With the fake carb. Not, you know, I have this truck in my basement rather. That's me right there, you know, my shirt. So, you know, it's literally me. I'm not trolling you. 720. Where did we join the 720 gang? All right, so let me see. Here I'm just like testing things out. This is me talking about some crap. This is me showing fuel economy in case you didn't believe the fuel economy I got on my old Prius. 57 mpgs, guys. 57 mpgs. Donuts. This is a good old hybrid. That's right, RB the mechanic. It's all about the smoke. Let me tell you, you can run rich and loud with donuts and nitros in your hand no matter what. As long as you get 57 mpgs, that is. All right, so let me continue over here. This is the Traxxas fake carb on this particular truck. It's good. It was about 20 bucks on Amazon, by the way. The thing is, the real carb is 40 something bucks. It's not that big of a deal. But I have no issues with the fake carb. There it goes. It's a runner. If you want, I could play this for a little bit. Well, that's literally my own video. What's up, Chef Beardsley, man? Happy Friday to you, dude. I'm just, answering a viewer's question that asked me about, what to do with a carb. I recommended, trying a fake replica Traxxas carb. Not ideal, but it is on the budget. And this is literally a T-Max with the fake replica carb. It's an old 2.5 model. Or is it a 3. No, it might have a 3.3. But it was responsive. I mean, obviously, tires are not good, but servo saver is gone. But this is it with the fake carb running. Watch this. It's responsive. Where's the wheelie power action? I mean, it pulls wheelies. And it still has proper, richness. Rich like Prince Harry. All right, so that's it. I wonder if I showed it, when I took it out, ever. The fake carb. All right, so this is, kind of what it looks like up close. I'm not going to get too into it. How you know it's a fake carb. You see this high-speed needle? It sticks out of the fuel inlet valve assembly. That's basically how you know it's a fake carb. Otherwise, it looks basically the same. And that's the Traxxas fake carb story, everybody. So who here wants to get a fake carb? That's fine. You don't have to. All right, let me take a look at this clutch now. Bearings, rather. I honestly don't know if I have a set of bearings. Okay, no, this bearing looks normal. It looks normal, just dirty. Okay, the bearing is not destroyed. I can move it, relatively average. Let me see if the springs are weak. No, this spring it's all right. This spring, it's a little tighter. I'll say the clutch is fine. What's up, GeoMac, man? How you doing? Congratulations on your new orders, RCs, man. That's right, Just Joe ordered that carb on a live stream. Sickening. There's a lot of makes of those fake carbs. It's not just one make, so you know. It's multiple makes. And they basically all seem to be identical. I really would like another shim over here. I'm going to see if I can locate a shim, actually, for this bearing. I got a shim, y'all. Should I shim it? Yo, Melissa.
Yeah. What?
Should I shim it?
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
Talking about shimming it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so this is one of those Traxxas Teflon washers. They're very, very good. What I'm going to stick it before the bearing. Uh-oh. Oh, it's right here. You know what? I'm wondering if I should put it after where the screw is. I think I'm going to change my mind actually to this one. Hold on. This is a subjective issue. Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to put it actually where the screw should go. Yeah, the reason is if I shim it before the clutch bell, I'm going to have the bell stick out a little further. I want it to overlap well over there. So I'm going to put it over there. Guys, watch. It's gonna be almost perfect when I shim it right now. Yeah. Yeah, after is correct. You want to shim it after. It's gonna be great right now. Watch. Okay, watch this. Okay, it's really tight right now. So, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Let me move the engine over. Compression is sickening. Watch this. So the clutch bell moves much less. You all agree with me on this? And it spins freely. It's a spinner and a mover. Rico Suave, how you doing, man? Just shimming this clutch bell. I only had one washer, so, I don't have another washer. But those Traxxas Teflon washers are exactly what you want, guys. That is what you want. I mean, so far the engine is assembled. Can I get a hell yeah over here, please? Yo, someone turn the heat on. By the way, check out that MGT. It's in the back. Monte Kurska, thank you. Northeast Mods, thank you. All right, next up, I think the best thing to do now, honestly, I should have an air filter on this. I don't have a big block air filter right now from a Traxxas. That's what I need. I don't want to get dirty hands all over it and get something stuck in there. Melissa, we have a filter anywhere?
No.
Damn it. I'm looking if I have any filters right now. I don't have any filters right now. Oh man, BMR is going to fire up his MGT, bro. That is what we all want. Check it out, dude. That's the MGT right there. It's chilling on the Team Associated Unicorn box. I'm going to be cleaning that one next. That's the MGT21 from the prior stream.
It looked like it froze.
It didn't freeze. Nothing freezes on this channel.
Okay, now it's better.
All right. All right, so we're good with this. Next thing, well, we could either put the pipe in. Let's remove the engine screws from the bottom. The Train Channel, how are you, man? The Train Channel here with an interesting question. I will read it and discuss it. The Train Channel wants to know, is it possible to make a homemade supercharger for it? So you're not really going to reach any benefit with a supercharger with a nitro engine of any kind. They do sell supercharger kits from RB Innovations. Basically, these engines rely on back pressure to feed the motor with fuel. A supercharger is forced induction, right, for a gasoline engine. Well, really any engine, but they rely on fuel pumps. They don't rely on the same back pressure setup as these. So really, your fuel flow is mostly limited by your back pressure, which is a factor of exhaust factors, fuel tank factors. There's many factors, but basically RPM is one of those factors. So, forced induction system on a nitro two-stroke wouldn't do anything. And it has to do with the fact that it's a two-stroke also. There's no fuel pump. All right. That's right, JP. You guys are correcting what I said. That's good. All right. Next up. Yeah, I'm wondering if I want to do the pipe first. What do you guys think? The reason I might want to do the pipe first, actually, is because, as you noticed, my exhaust gasket is the world's worst. I don't happen to have a proper exhaust gasket for this. So to minimize the amount of like moving the gasket around crookedly, I might put the pipe on first. What do you guys think? Good idea? You know, you're allowed to challenge me, man. You know, you don't have to agree with everything I say. You could literally say, hey, hybrid, no, you are incorrect. And you know what? I will respect you as a human for doing that. I'll respect you, bro. You know, today, everyone is a yes man. We don't all have to be yes men. We just have to try not to hurt people's feelings on purpose. That's what matters to me. You know, if you think you're correct, let me know. Maybe you are correct. But this is what I'm going to do. I oiled up the inside a little bit. I'm going to do a little insert-a-roo. Yeah, because you see my gasket is real bad. I mean, I could take one from another engine. But as of now, I just don't have one. So if it goes on okay, yeah, it went on okay. I don't think it's going to leak. It's real tight. I mean, this gasket seems real tight. All right. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm going to put the spring on, and then at least I won't have to deal with that. Mark Messenger, how you doing, man? You said you're thinking of the Team Associated Truggy. Let me know which one. I'm going to start assembling the spring. If you guys didn't see, I put a link to A-Main's sickening sale right now. So if you're going to get something that's a massive Losi, right now is the time to get it. Okay, so let me see which way I want to do this. I want to do it from the other side. Melissa, what are you doing tomorrow? Oh, yeah, it's Super Bowl weekend, right?
Sunday.
Sunday? That's awesome. If I cared, I would probably talk more about it. But don't really care.
You can care less about it.
Yeah, I could care negative less. I care about Nitro Super Bowl only. In, baby. It's in. One swoop. I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna roll it up. One foul swoop, and the header is in. All right, it's pretty tight. It doesn't move at all. So I would say that's a good header. Well, install rather. I mean, there is no such thing as a good header, other than a functional header. I mean, that's a subjective factor right there. Look at this. This is not supposed to be a screw. This is supposed to be a set screw. Yeah, whatever. Gotta do what you can do. It works. All right, guys, we got close to 100 viewers here. I haven't asked for much other than a thumbs up, everybody. You know what I could be doing right now? Editing a unicorn video. That's right. In fact, that's what I gotta be doing. Okay. I'm gonna put this in, slightly do some of the engine. You know, I'm gonna put this in right now. The throttle mount. It's not a bad idea to get a throttle mounted first. Yep, it's rickety rack. There's 0 nitro on sale. I mean, I know. Well, you know, what can we do? All right, that's good. Now it's time, yeah, for engine screws. The fuel tank I'll put in later, I think. Yeah, it's you know, it's the reason I'm gonna do the fuel tank last. Anybody here wants to take a guess? The train channel goes, should I buy a Revo 3.3? Bro, yes, you should. Like right now. Mark Messenger, we can talk about the associated truggies later. I'm not sure. There's like, I mean, as of right now, they're basically all kits, you know? If you click the link at A-Main, the Revo's in stock, bro. In stock. The Revo's sickening. I have a ton of videos on them if you want to go watch. But it's pretty much a chassis that will not piss you off. So, I mean, you know, it's really the only modern Nitro with reverse, too. If you guys can think of anything else, I'd be interested, but I don't think anyone's going to be able to. All right, let me do the engine mounts. I'll adjust the gear mesh as I keep going. These screws already have like a ton of thread lock left on them, so. Yeah, guys, I don't do football. Pointless. Rainy path. Yeah, I agree.
It's not rigged.
Please.
It's not.
Please.
It's not. Stop hating on football. What the
I don't like organized sports. It's all used for gambling, betting. It's rigged nonsense.
So what? It's fun. It's fun to watch it.
I mean,
Maybe not for you.
an argument could be made that the better teams are the teams that make more money. And statistically speaking, that's literally truth, bro. Booster RC agrees. That's statistically the truth because think about it. One of the best baseball teams in history were the Yankees. Were they not? They were. RC Adventure is correct. Guess what? The Yankees also just happened to be
Seriously, nobody
they happen to have the highest paid players. Rory, yeah, bro. So I mean, it doesn't take a genius to make that connection. Like honestly, all you gotta do is bet on the teams that make more money. I mean, if that idiot or Robert De Niro made a whole movie about illegal gambling, then I'm sorry, that's the reality right here, guys. I didn't say you're not allowed to like the teams. I'm just saying it's BS. I mean, in terms of reality, that is. Okay. Gear mesh is normal. Although it might shift a little bit. Let me just tighten these a little bit and I'll do a better job. I mean, no hard feelings, you know. The thing is, people are allowed to like or dislike things. All right, gotta do this other one. Then the chassis will be a little bit tighter.
It's cold outside tonight.
Yeah, can't be getting sick, bro. You know what my copay for medical insurance is? It's huge. Oh, gear mesh is perfect. Check this out. You know what my copay is? $60 to urgent care. $60, bro. I get sick. It's going to cost me a $60 copay to get antibiotics that they probably won't even want to prescribe to me. So check this out. Yeah, gear mesh is pretty good.
Yes, Bruce. Yes.
We all good with this?
RC. Tomorrow night into Sunday morning.
I'll say the overlap is about 80%.
We're getting about 3 to 5 inches of snow.
We got 4-wheel drive.
And there's going to be more snow on Tuesday to Wednesday.
Okay, that's tight. Yeah, gear mesh pretty much spot on right away. Some people do it a little tighter. Honestly, I don't like to hear the gear mesh noise. It's always a good idea to check once again before your final. I would say it's fine. Okay. Engine, fuel tank time. By the way, check out this sickening fuel filter. I mean, this reminds me of Team Associated colors, you know what I'm saying? I think this is a Team Associated fuel filter, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Fuel tank is good. I checked it. It's, whoa. That is a lot of dirt on top. Gotta clean this right now. It'll go through a filter anyway, so you know what? I'm gonna clean the cap. I washed it really well, but like, yeah, that cap has like sand on it. It's not good. That is bad news. Michael Sucha. I'm gonna read your comment and answer it. Michael Sucha goes, hybrid. Pronounce my name correctly, hybrid. It's okay, you guys can call me that. I don't get upset about name calling. I'm an adult. Melissa, call me hybrid. Go ahead.
No.
Do it.
No.
If you don't, I'm gonna do it myself.
No.
Hey, hybrid! Hybrid!
That's not
Okay.
my voice.
It's your voice in my head.
No, it's
He
not.
goes, hey, hybrid! I need an expansive motor
It's not my voice.
for my T-Max. Can you have a suggestion? My old lady said I can get a motor. Bro, the real only direct, that's right, Lotus with the right correct term, hybrid. I get that too.
It's not that.
It's okay, guys. You know why I don't get upset? Because when I drove a Prius, it had 57 mpgs. Sickening. Okay. I would say, no music RC. How you doing, man? Yes, it's happening. All installed, bro. You're going to have to go back to rewatch some of it, but I'm sure you will. I'm cleaning the fuel tank right now because there's some gook on top. I mean, the OS21 TM is pretty much your only direct fit engine, right? Out of like OS engines. There are like what people call mid-block engines. This is in regards to Michael Sutra's question about a nice engine for a T-Max. There are what they call mid-block engines. I don't know if I would go with those. I'm not an expert in them. But the direct fit engine would be an OS21. What'd you say for a T-Max? Oh, it is a mid-block, Ron Nicholson? Yeah, okay. It's called a mid-block. I was referring more to like those off-the ones. Let me check right now if they're in stock. What was the question, for a T-Max or was it for a Revo? What engine, what chassis was it for? By the way, don't let me forget the throttle return spring, guys. That could be a disaster. T-Max? All right. OS21 TM for a T-Max, right?
Mm-hmm.
Michael Sucha, my dude. You are in luck. I'm going to give you a link right now.
What Mark Messenger?
Bro, Michael Sucha's in luck. It's on sale. Sickening. With the T-Max manifold. So the most important thing is you need that manifold. It comes with it. I'm going to put the link in the chat if you want to open it, or I could add it to Rainy Path, yes. Or I could add it to the description. So this is the T-Max OS21 TM that you need. It's on a small sale right now, actually, and in stock. Which, like, these things don't really ever go on sale. So I just put it here in the chat. I'll edit it a little bit, too. I'll add the description. I'll put it as the second link. OS21 TM T-Max engine for Michael Sucha. If I misspelled your name, sorry, bro. Almost done. If you refresh the stream, you will see the link. I'm going to do it again. I'm actually surprised it's on sale. Yeah. What, Melissa? What? Refresh the page, you'll see it's like the second link. Or third or something, I don't know. Hold on, I didn't see that comment. Hold on. What is it? Oh, Tara Curry, how you doing, man? Welcome back. You were in the middle of a assembly. Joey?
Yeah. How's the question for you?
Joey, how you doing, man? Joey wants to know, how do you take the air filter box cover off a G290? So that's a Zenoa G290 engine. A Zenoa G290. I mean, basically, is that the stock filter? Stock? Melissa, you guys want me to show you a Zenoa engine? I can bring one out right now. I have them literally all over the house. And by literally all over the house, I mean, like, not far away. All right. Let me go see if I can show a Zenoa engine real quick to kind of, then I'll continue working on this. Hold on a second, bros, okay? Let me go pick one up. Is it me, or this says G430? Did you guys know that Zenoas make a G430? Hybrid over here. He knows. I bet no one's ever seen this before. Sickening. G430. You know what this is for? It's for something exciting. This has never been opened, guys. I don't know if I would open it on video right now, to be honest with you, to demonstrate this question. It's a 43cc. This is an engine I forgot to talk about, actually. I might not even do it today. Unless I'm highly motivated. Yo, Melissa, there should be another Zenoa somewhere. I forget, it's in the basement. Basically, you got to take the 2 screws out and the air filter will come off. Let's see what people are saying right here. Let's go back to this stream. Okay. Back to the buggy. Thank you guys for joining me today. Joey, all you gotta do is, the thing is Zenoa engines have, is it a brand new Zenoa engine? The air filter, it's basically, there's 2 screws that you have to remove the cover, and there's 2 screws that remove it from the carb. You need to look at the exploded views. It's the best way. Okay, so this should be okay. I've already pressure tested the tank. The filter is good. I checked the filter. It's clean. You guys want me to check the filter on video or no? All right, come on. Give me a hell yeah if you want me to check the filter. Always check the filter. I'm telling you. I mean, I already checked it. I'm just doing this for you. Clean. By the way, everybody, if you buy really cheap filters online, they will have foam inside here. You do not want foam. You want this Dubro quality style metal mesh. Or they will have like a really, really thick mesh, which is going to be garbage. You want the super thin micro mesh like this, like Dubro filters use. This appears to be the original fuel filter though, but you want the small mesh. I've already cleaned it, by the way. Okay. Done. I'm going to put in the fuel tank. Uncle BJ, how you doing, man? Happy to see you here. Okay, this is good. I'm just going to put the screws in. Ron Nicholson goes, it should have a pickup on the inside. So this particular, oh man, I'm gonna have to remove it again. Take a look at it. This particular filter, I mean fuel tank, is different. I don't think it has a pickup on the bottom. Normally, if the filter is outside, there's no pickup. I would, it's hard for me to tell, to be honest with you, this way. I'm looking at it. It does not appear to have a pickup at the bottom, to be honest with you. That's what I thought initially too. But no, some RCs like the Hobeos, the filters are mounted externally, right? Damn, guys, I am mad hungry right now. Losi, you leaving? Where you going? Can't do this without you. Bored. We live in a society of mass stimulation. What?
Nothing.
Damn it. That was not good.
Inside.
Inside where? Can't leave a brother.
Yeah, you should do strings without me anyway, so you should be used to that.
I should be used to it, huh? Mankind doesn't need to get used to things. We need to solve problems. Make things better.
No, I'm not bored.
Special sickening donation there from Terra Curry. I appreciate that, bro. He goes, for the RC10 GT, baby. It's gonna go down. So they're still on pre-order. But the viewers want me to get it. Thank you, bro. Terra Curry. RC10 GT gang. By the way, I'm working on a video for the old, well, the newest RC10 GT, but obviously they're nowhere close to the old one. Like, they're not even the same league. So I did do a video on the newer RC10 GT. We're talking like the one from the channel. You guys have seen it probably, I bet. But, you know, do I think the price on the new RC10 GT is a little crazy? Rainy Path, I don't have an original RC10 GT. I have a newer generation one. By original one, I mean a 93 model. I have like a 2001 model. So, not exactly, yeah. But, everybody wants the new one. Honestly, we could discuss this. Do we think they should have charged $299 for the RC10 GT? I think yes. $399, it's subjective, baby. It's subjective. Okay, guys. Gotta put this in. I almost forgot. Never go anywhere without your... What the hell is it? Throttle return spring. Okay. See, I think this was on. I gotta remove this. Hold on a second. Honestly, $299 would have been a very sickening price point. Very sickening. Yo, are you looking at my 3D printed AE? You're looking at 3D printed AE, aren't you? You're gonna see that in the video sometime soon. So special thanks to that channel donation from Tarek once again. So the thing is, to really finish off that RC8, you're gonna need like another, well, assuming you have an engine, you're gonna need everything else. Honestly, the biggest hurdle in my opinion is the body isn't painted. Some people are very good at painting, like Nitro Addiction, my buddy Ben. I'm not a very good painter. I'm not at all. I don't do art. I do things like this. This is not really art. Well, I mean, it depends how you look at it. I guess some people could say it's art, but... All right, so let me put on the throttle return spring. This is very, very important. Okay, so it would go... Notice this is this actually a sickening throttle return spring. Yeah, BMR goes solid color. Yeah, I'm pretty much going to wind up painting it solid color if I get it. Okay, throttle return spring is good. It's a little weaker than I would expect. All right, let me see how this fuel system... So there appears there should have been a bracket here to hold the fuel line. We're missing the bracket. By the way, the build quality on this Sportwerks is actually pretty impressive. Well, shocks have no oil, but it's fine. Shocks 0 oil. Let me take a look at what's inside. Yo, Melissa, can you get me like a piece of foam from the kitchen downstairs, please? I need a piece of foam. You know, the foam from the kitchen? Like the foam that I cut. Please get me the foam.
No, I don't know where it is.
You open up the drawer where, like, under the microwave. Open up the drawer under the microwave. I need a piece of foam real bad. Like, real bad. Okay, let me get this in. This is supposed to have, like, a bracket here, but it's missing the bracket. I'm just going to put this in. There's no other way I can do this. This is a weird setup. This is definitely not how it should be. Why is the fuel filter so close to the carb? Fuel tank is too close. Let me open up the battery box just to see what we're working with. Because the electronics I'm probably going to work on doing tomorrow. Oh, we got nothing. We got dirt and we got nothing. Which is fine. It's a pretty large battery box, actually. Oh, check this out. This is the old school failsafe. This is some history right here. Dynamite raise guard. Micro guard. Sickening. Oh yeah, someone said flip it. I don't think it's meant to be flipped. Give me the foam. Yeah. This is not the right foam.
Well, you have a square foam and then that.
Need an air filter. Like ASAP.
I don't know where it is.
I need to put something in this before dirt gets in there. Like ASAP, everybody. ASAP. I don't want to ruin this beautiful piece of foam. This I use for other RCs. Anybody got any ideas? There was another piece of foam, babe.
No, there wasn't.
Yes, there was like a chewed up piece of foam, like a cut up piece of foam. Not this one. This is a beautiful architectural foam.
I only saw a black foam that's square. That's it. That's it.
This is definitely not the way this goes in.
I see.
But the thing is, I didn't remove the fuel line from this car. Earplugs don't have an earplug right now either. Yeah, that fuel line was like that. I didn't mess with that fuel line. I'm gonna have to 3D print something for this later. This is not how this goes. Okay. I mean, it's okay for now. It's not like getting in the way or nothing. That's not how this goes. There's supposed to be a holder right there. There's 2 screws that's supposed to hold it. Thinking of why is it? No, this is how this was. I didn't mess with it. Something has gone awry. Something has gone awry. Need a filter. Get one off that from the bottom. Please. You see that big ass filter? Get that. Get that filter. Melissa's on it, guys. Melissa's on it. Give her a second. Yeah, just rip that off. The whole thing.
I wouldn't damage it.
You can't damage a nitro filter, boo.
I'm not talking
They're
about
made to survive an apocalypse.
Ow.
Let me just clean it and I'll show you what she just pulled out. Nitro addiction, man. You have a great night. Take a look at that bad boy. That's what happens when you over oil it. This is a Savage filter. Clean. Just gonna put it on for now. Obviously it doesn't belong here. It's too big, but it'll do for now. What's the story with this fuel line? Does not seem correct. It was definitely positioned this way. Take a look from the top. There's nowhere for it to go. Anybody have any ideas? I'm gonna rotate the car. Oh. There's nowhere for it to go. I'm just gonna have to stick it in for now and just call it a day. I mean, it'll be okay. It's not like I'm running it like this. Too much. I mean, that's what I got for now. Obviously, either this has to get shortened or this has to get rerouted. Or a 3D printer file has to get printed. I'm thinking. Just Joe goes, why can't you hook up the fuel line the other way? Well, there's no reason I can't. I don't want to reverse the flow of fuel in this filter. That's the thing. I know it's positioned this way. It's never a good idea to reverse the flow of fuel. Make sense what I'm saying, everybody? Not a good idea to reverse the flow of fuel. Because you could have, you know, some minor particles in there. Which I did clean it, but like, listen, I don't want to take that risk. Thinking. That's a mystery. I'm still thinking. Hold on a second. Swap the line on the filter. Damn, Just Joe's a genius. I didn't think of that. All right. Okay, so what he's saying to do, so this black line, the O-ring, should go towards the engine. I'm gonna hold it in this position. Thing is, there's like not much space to really do this here. Okay, so I got the fuel line out. Right, the entire thing is out. So I need to have this going towards the engine. That means this has to get removed. This piece has to get swapped. This has to go this way. Okay, so this goes towards the engine. All right. All right, yeah, so I still have it oriented going, this will be going towards the engine. Make sense, everybody, what I'm doing? I'm gonna have to insert this somehow over here. Thing is, there's not much space to deal with over here, to be honest with you. Okay, what I could do is just do this first. And then insert the fuel line through this piece. Man, this is some tedious stuff going on. So I'm trying to get into that small area. Okay, I got that. Now I'm gonna route it that way. You know, I'm wondering maybe this shouldn't even go through that hole. What do you guys think? You see the hole I'm talking about right there? In the splash guard? That's called a splash guard. Maybe it shouldn't even go through that hole. Maybe this should go through that hole. The exhaust line. I'm gonna try it, so. It's 10:15? Mm-hmm. Holy moly. All right, I almost got it. This is real rickety. Like the username Rickety Rack over here. Doesn't this, like, fuel line is fatter than it needs to be. Okay, I got it. Oh man. Melissa's giving me the stink eye, everybody. All right. I got it. Check that out. It's routed. So now I'm just going to add the fuel line filter on this side. It's still basically correctly oriented. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much out of the way. It doesn't look great, but it is out of the way. I see we got a conversation regarding runaways. Sorry I couldn't contribute in that right now. But if you guys want me to contribute in that, I will. All right, it's subjectively better. What do you all think? Subjectively. That was the oddest fuel line setup ever. Okay, we got questions from the train channel. I guess you guys are talking about fail-safes. John Hensley, bro, thank you, man. Happy to have you here. John Hensley goes, happy Friday, Nitro gang. Appreciate you, man. I put the engine back in, basically. That's pretty much all I did. Well, I assembled it, put it back, fought the fuel lines a little bit. Fought a couple other things in there. So the question is right now, Traxxas, could someone tell me what the question is? Is it Traxxas fail-safe? I'm going to change the camera in a little bit. Is it Traxxas fail-safe? I don't know what you guys were asking me at this point anymore. Well, you know what? Yeah, no, nothing. Is the question about fail-safe or something? Or like how to prevent runaways? All right, Melissa, I promise this is going to be the last topic, okay? Promise, boo. Melissa looking at me all crooked right now. She told me, yo, hybrid, you got no more than an hour and a half. I need you tonight, boo. Okay, so the question is about fail-safes on Nitro. So the thing is, and Traxxas, is that correct? Traxxas radios? Okay, so JP is correct over here. Traxxas fail-safe doesn't exist. Okay, the Traxxas TQI radio does not have a fail-safe function of any kind. There isn't one. What happens when you have a runaway, it just goes to neutral. Let's say you lose signal, the setting will go to neutral because it's basically designed for electric cars, right? And electrics, you don't want it to go to brakes because brakes is reverse on electric. As Boosted RC here goes, get the Fly Sky GT5 baby and call it a day. As Trump would say, GT5 baby, GT5. Get it? Drill baby drill. That's where he got it from. Anyway, the Traxxas really, the way that their systems are, it's mostly throttle return spring based. So I will tell you, I did have. Are we frozen? No. I did have an issue with the Traxxas fail with a radio gear system. So what happened was my JADO was going so hella fast. I'm kidding around. It wasn't that fast. It hit like 60 though. Lost signal. What happens when you lose signal with a Traxxas? The car will just keep going. It's not going to stop, right? Because the servo isn't applying brakes. All that happens is the carb will go to idle. So you're going to have a runaway, if you have a runaway in a Traxxas, where it will have a runaway at basically until it just stops rolling. Of course, if you're going fast to begin with, you're going to have a fast runaway, right? But it won't be accelerating is the benefit, right? The best thing you can do is get a Fly Sky GT5 radio for like 65 bucks. That's the best thing you can do. Or pretty much any modern radio. There is no other way to stop a Nitro runaway. Really, in a modern 2.4 gigahertz radio system that's not Traxxas, the goal is to get the throttle servo to apply brakes. Keep in mind, if you lose battery power, like completely, your servo will not have power going to it. So that method will not work. In that case, once again, you better hope that you have a mechanical return spring or a rubber band or something on the carb slide linkage itself, like you saw me install. That will close the carb, and at best, it'll just idle, right? Generally, what happens with bad runaways, the car will wind up flipping, and it'll just run out of fuel. To be honest with you, most of my runaways, which was very few, that's what happened. We could debate that if you want. Let me see what you guys are saying here in the chat. I mean, I'm done with this one, like, right? Tomorrow, it's ready for a fire up, guys, once I put the electronics in and stuff. Let's see what you guys are saying. Melissa, do 5-minute timer. Fat Soldier, how are you, man? Fat Soldier wants to say, will scratches inside the crankcase affect the engine? So, you know, you really shouldn't have any scratches. Obviously, you have degrees of scratches. If you have scratches that are big enough, that it eats away at the sleeve, you will just have low compression. If you have low compression on the engine, meaning it's pretty easy to spin the flywheel over with your finger, the engine will not run well. It will heat up and then it will shut down. You will need high RPM to keep it running. So you do not want any scratches inside any part of the engine. That's why you saw me kind of stressing out over putting an air filter, something to prevent dirt from getting into the carb. You do not want any dirt in the carb of any kind. Now things like minor dust, that's nothing. But modern engines, you'll kill them almost right away with even a single pebble of sand going inside. So be careful with that. Don't ever run without an air filter. That goes without saying. Also, not a bad idea to work on it with an air filter on the engine as well. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Are we frozen?
No.
Okay. All right, James Simrod, bro, you have a good night. Traxxas models, as I said, they have a mechanical spring linkage. It's actually a very good setup. The Traxxas throttle return systems are very good. I have never had a return spring failure like ever on any of their models. But if your throttle servo all of a sudden locks up in full throttle, you're toast. I had that happen one time. Toast. There's nothing you could do about it. Because even if you had a fail-safe feature on the radio, you would have mechanical issue with the servo. It would just stay locked up. You know what I'm saying? That's basically. I'm going to be here for a couple more minutes, guys. I'm just taking a couple minutes here to answer your questions because I see we have a couple new viewers. I appreciate that. After all, this is about getting new people into the hobby, getting them to love the Nitro segment, and hopefully them making their own Nitros great again. All right. Blue Ford goes fit scale. I have a great fit scale video. I'm editing it right now. So this new fit scale video I have, I'm going to tell you some of the cars in it. Losi DBXL, a Rovan 360, I think FT. FT, it's like one of those, the cage ones. I think my own Red Cat Rampage. An original Baja SS. Original Baja SS, bro. No clones. Original Baja SS. Rico Suave wants to know, hey Hyper, can I use an old school failsafe on the Traxxas Revo? The thing is, yes, the failsafe, if you program it right, like the one I showed you here, honestly, the easiest thing to do would be to completely swap out the radio gear on the Traxxas to like a radio with a built-in failsafe. If you start adding like inline failsafes, you can do it, but you really have to know how to program it. I personally have never programmed one, never cared to, don't really need to do it. Modern GT5 radios, pay the $65. You have 20 model memory. You have extremely great features. It uses 4 batteries. Like this, I'm telling you, that's what you want to do. Once you start messing with different failsafes on a Traxxas radio, it's generally not how things are done, right? And you guys can let me know if you agree. I know we have some people here that understand what I'm saying. All right. Yeah, Ron Nicholson here goes get a 5-cell receiver and a decent charger. Yeah, one of the best things you could do is make sure your battery is charged if it's a rechargeable every time. Or if it's a AA, make sure, you know, before you go outside, like the steering is fast, right? Like, unless you're checking the cells with the voltmeter, make sure the steering, the throttle, it's not slow. Pretty much AA battery pack, you will notice the drain will be kind of over maybe 2 to 3 minutes. It's not just going to stop. So you'll notice your steering is getting sluggish type of stuff. Let's see what else we got, and then I'm going to call it a day, everybody. I would say a success so far, though, right? Tomorrow I'm going to... Is it supposed to rain tomorrow?
No, just cold.
Okay. John Henson goes, good advice for charging batteries. Yes, I'm telling you, especially on something that's fit scale, charge before any run. Oh, Melissa's timer went off. Sickening. All right, Northeast Mods, thank you, man. Man, I love answering questions. Actually, you know, it's much easier than repair nitro engines. I'll tell you that for sure. All right, guys, that's about it. Thank you all today for the people that supported this channel in any way possible. And I'm gonna go eat some pizza, and I got some RCs to pack. To people that know who they are. Fly High, how you doing, man? Happy to see you here. Thank you for being a channel member, bro. And that goes to all of you out there. Ben, where we have high hopes for the Sportwerks Buggy, everybody. Big Boys Toys, man. You feel good. Don't let things get you down, you know. Today I was watching a couple documentary videos on questioning life. Watch some of those. At the end of the day, it's a little negative. I don't want to get into it. That's it, guys. See you all next time. Good night. Melissa, you want to say bye?
Bye, guys.
That's it. She said it.